Hi everyone, welcome to the Creative Cove. My name is Michelle, and here at the Creative Cove we are always having fun trying some different things. I work with a range of different textiles, mediums, and today I wanted to show you a Quickie Sketch. I had a lady request on this channel how to draw a blue-footed booby, and I thought, all right, let's do it. I've never drawn one before. I don't even know what they are, so I Googled it. And as you can see, I've done a few sketches. So this Quickie Sketch videos that I do, the idea behind them is just to stay very loose, have fun with your sketches. Don't put the pressure on yourself to make masterpieces every time you pick up a pencil. Every time you do pick up a pencil or a pen and sketch or paint, you're going to learn something new and your skills will improve over time. I have been drawing for a number of years. I wasn't born with a pencil in my hand. I still learn something new every time I pick up a pencil. So I get a lot of encouraging words and comments on my channel about people giving it a go and really surprising themselves. So when you see something that you've always wanted to draw but think it's maybe a little too difficult, it's not. It's just a learning process like anything else in life. So that being said, my little lecture for the day, let's draw a blue-footed booby. All right, so these are really cute birds. I've never heard of them before. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to draw them. I think we'll draw this guy today. So I use my go-to coffee dyed paper. It's what I've always used. I just want to make sure I'm going to be in frame and try and keep it straight. I've got my camera down really low so we can get close. I use my standard HB pencil, which is a mechanical pencil, a 0.7 size lead, and a really old eraser. I've also, in this case, got some pencil crayons. Let's find them here. I think I got these 3 colors. So some blues and my used up white. So just so you know, I don't think this is the actual color of the blue. They have very, very vibrant blue feet, but this is the only colors I had. And also, some reference pictures show blue at the beginning of their beak, around their eye area, and others don't have the blue in some reference pictures. So I'm not 100% sure if blue is up here, but art's subjective, so you can put blue wherever you like. So just be aware of the fact that I'm not 100% sure that that's how it's supposed to be. All right, so this might be a little bit of a trickier sketch to follow along with, just simply because there's not a very specific shape to follow when it comes to drawing these birds. So you're just gonna have to kind of feel it out with me. So you can stop the video anytime you like. You can slow the video down anytime you like. And you can just feel it out and sketch it out with me. So we're gonna start with a long curved line like this. And this is gonna be the top end of his beak. And it's a long beak for the size of the bird. It's, I guess, a fishing beak. We're gonna pull a line back towards the middle, right here. And then we're gonna draw another line that kind of swoops down a little bit, goes back up, and then back down. So this nice hook here is for fishing, I'd imagine. All right, the back end of his head scoops back around and comes down like this. And then we're gonna have a dent in the forehead here, a socket where his eye will sit, and then kind of a smiley face here where the beak will attach. And we can adjust and play with that more as we build up the shapes. So what I like to try and do is figure out exactly where his eye is gonna go. And I just draw a circle, and that kind of gives me a shape to, is his beak too narrow here? Should it be wider? And we'll just play and adjust with that. I definitely want to reference, a drawing reference in front of you when you're drawing. It's much easier to look at the actual object than it is to try and create it in your head. So he's got this neck, and it swoops back up to the back of his head here. So there's his head. Now we can start with his back. So we'll give him a back. We'll give him a chest. We'll give him a belly. We'll give him a back wing. And we'll give him a front wing. And swoop it down like this. So if you find, you can start to tell proportion-wise, is this too big, is this too big? And I'm feeling that his beak is just a little bit too big on this sketch. So this is his belly, so now we're gonna give him the tail that comes out behind and swoop that to the front, just for now. That's definitely gonna be played with. And then he gets another triangle that comes out the back here, which will be his back, the other wing on the other side. So we'll just sharpen that. So I think what we'll do is we will shorten this beak just a little bit. I feel like it's maybe just a little too long. Even though proportion-wise, they are very big beaks. So maybe here. That feels a bit better. And underneath here, he'll have a little bit of a little gullet, I guess, where the fish kind of can fit down because it would expand here, I'd imagine. So with these birds, their beak eventually stops and then their head begins. So their eyes are sunken on the side here. So I like to do a little triangle like this around the eye, and I like to fill that in to remind me that the shape changes. And I don't have a very good reference for you to see what I mean by that, but you can instantly see when I put a shading here, this would curve down and this would curve up into this section. So that might give you a little help on how to form this face. So inside they have black irises here, and they have very, very lime green looking eyes. They're really neat looking birds. So now we're just put some texture in with some feathers. And again, nice and loose. That's the point of the Quickie Sketch. We want to make sure when we're filling in the colors here, the feathers, that we maintain, I'm going to erase that we maintain the difference between where his head and neck end into his body. So on the back here, I erased that because I want the color to start on the back as opposed to the neck. I want this in a little bit more shade. And the colors of his feathers change. So the belly of him is white, and the head and the wings and the back are these variegated kind of brown colors. So now I'm just gonna give myself some feathers, and I'm not giving it lots of detail because it's a Quickie Sketch. We're just capturing the form. I'll fill it out. I'm gonna make his back wing, his wing here just a little bit bigger. Fill that in. I'm gonna play a little bit on this side with this wing that's peekabooing through, and fill that in. I'm gonna fill in just a little indication of feathers at the bottom of his belly because there'd be a little bit of shade casted here, a little bit of a shadow, sorry. And then I want to give him his fun feet, which are so fun to draw. So he's got these kind of duck-like feet. So I'm gonna give him a little channel. So you're gonna put one here and you're gonna put one here. And so this is the bottom foot. And then he's got a line coming out, a line bowing this way, and a line bowing this way. And then these get all curved together like this. So you can see those little duck feet. And then he'll have one more that's tucked way back here. So you do a little line and another line. And at the end of these, he's got these little sharp claws hanging on to rocks and stuff. And then these lines are actually kind of veins. So you want to double up on the line back to the center. And you've got your little blue feet. And they're pretty big. They're pretty big feet for the size bird that they are. So now let's do the other one. So we're going to do another one coming out, another one moving away, and the other one tucked back here and tucked back here. And you're just going to do the same thing. You're just going to join them all up. Give them their little claws. And you're going to give them their veins. I think I might actually make this one a little bigger. I feel like it's not big enough. So I'm going to pull those lines a little longer because they do have big feet. There we go. And they're blue. They're like neon blue. They're so cool. All right, so there's that. Now I want to play with this tail a little bit. I want to just shorten it up. So we'll kind of angle it off as opposed to making it square. We're going to angle that back, and then we'll just color that in. Okay, I'm going to just cast a little bit of shadow, not too much because I do want to add that blue pencil crayon and it will get a little muddy if I'm not careful. Put a little bit more feather indication in here, just light scribble. Right, little indications. We're going to go back to his neck and define his head a little bit more as well. So nice and loose. So now I'm going to start scribbling in. So if you go straight up and down like this, it's going to look very flat. So remember, when we do our quickie sketches, we want to pay attention to things growing in the direction that it grows. So curve it back. Like if you were to pat him on the head, all the feathers go this way and they wrap around. And you just keep wrapping those feathers around. So I'm going to try and keep my paper straight, but you would obviously rotate your paper so that your wrist finds it much easier to color it in. I really wanted to find the neck from the chest. They've got these big, nice chunky throats for swallowing big fish, I guess. And then this, again, this little expandable pouch here. Again, I don't know too much about these birds. Boobies, I'd imagine, are a type of a species of bird. He definitely looks like a bird that lives somewhere warm and somewhere where there's lots of fish. Kind of, if you know much about them, if you've ever had the pleasure of seeing one, let me know, because I would love to see one of these. So I'm not even sure where they're from. Pacific, maybe. I don't know. That's just a guess. I could be very wrong. It could be in Alaska for all I know. All right. So now I'm going to color in the top up here. And I'm just going to give the beak a little indication of texture. And then I'm going to have some fun coloring him in. So here I feel like I've lost the definition of the back wing. So I think I'm going to bulk out that back wing a little bit and redefine that very edge of where that wing starts. Again, a little bit of texture. You can make adjustments if you feel like his back is a little short. And this is the beauty of quickie sketching. You're really just grabbing that form. And don't get too frustrated if it's not perfect. It's just practice. But what you are teaching yourself every time you do that is you're teaching your brain how to use the pencil and how the pencil reacts to the paper, how much pressure to put on the pencil, how light the touch is, how to hold your pencil. Everything comes into play. I'm going to make this wing just a little fatter. Everything comes into play, and the more you do it, the better you get at it. So try not to pressure yourself to think it has to be a perfect sketch every time. So this is a blue, cerulean blue pencil crayon. So I'm just going to give it a quick coat of blue. Going to hit the beak here. And again, I'm not sure they have blue in their beak. Some reference photos show that and some don't. I'm going to put this blue in his feet. How fun is that? Bright, bright blue feet. I love it. Mother Nature. She comes up with the funnest things. Just when you think you've seen it all, here's a bird with bright blue feet. All right, and I think I'm gonna add another variation of blue. Where's my other blue? I know I had another one. Where'd it go? Oh, maybe I'm not. Oh, here it is. Am I still in camera here? Hope so. Sorry, my camera's so low. I hope I was in frame there. So this is what is this one? A blue, just says peacock blue. So this is a very bright blue, like very vibrant. So I'm gonna throw that in there as well. I'm just scribbling it in, maybe a little bit in here. And then I'm gonna use my sad little little thing of white. That's all I have left. And I'm just going to blend those colors together. So my pencil crayons are, they have a lot of wax in them. They're the Prismacolor pencil crayons, but you can use anything. It's just, again, just a sketch. So it just softens those colors together. And I'm going to soften his beak, the blue around his beak. Maybe pop a little highlight in there. And if I had brown, I'd put some brown in him as well, but I don't. And I'm just going to indicate a little bit of the white in the chest. And that's it. And there he is. So a little blue-footed booby. And they're really fun to draw. Make sure I'm in frame here. They're really fun to draw looking at you. Or he's staring straight at you. They're just so cute. They're such cute birds. So there you go. If you have any more suggestions, I'm more than happy to draw them for you and show you how I do it. I'm just going to give him a little bit of a rock to stand on here so he's not floating on the page. I'm open to suggestions. Blue-footed booby was one of them, and I'm more than happy to do it. It was really fun to discover this bird and draw him and learn a little bit about him, though I didn't learn too much because I didn't have much time to study it. But it was a lot of fun to explore and try and draw him. So there you go. Lots of fun. So leave a suggestion. If you'd like my channel or want to see more sketches, please subscribe, and hope to see you all again soon. All right, guys. There you go. Take care. Bye.